Hi guys, what's up? My name is Sarah and this is Planet Sarah. Today is Easter and what better thing to do on this holy day than reading your confessions. Welcome to my confession booth. Come on in. Take a seat. Now, quarantine is getting to us all, me especially. At 3 a.m. I was giggling at my cat in a wig. Why do I think this was a good idea? Maybe it won't be, but we'll see. So I asked you guys for confessions and they are anonymous, except for a couple on Instagram, which some of you guys should have left anonymous. Some of you made these very personal to me, quite offended, sometimes flattered. Okay, here we go. If you don't know who this is by now, then I don't know what to tell ya. But, I always had feelings for you. Not anymore. Rude. At one point they were really strong and I could have bet that you liked me back, but now I'm not so sure. Wouldn't have worked out because long distance never does. Just always wondered if you felt the same. Anyways, love you so much.
I-L-Y-S. I love you, Shane Mitchell. You're... Aww.
I literally have no idea who this is and I feel bad because it says I should know. And then the next one says, be my girlfriend. Let's get into some that aren't personal to me. I once faded someone and I broke my phone, so we didn't talk for like 3 months and I forgot about them. I feel really bad because I actually ended up tasting someone. I think that I meant to say dating. I ended up dating someone else, but then I found old messages where we had actually had an argument and said not to talk for a few days. So I don't know if that's classified as cheating or not, but either way I feel so bad about it. I don't really understand what that was. I'm sure they meant dated, ended up dating someone. I don't understand the timeline of this. I once faded someone. Did they mean dated? I once dated someone and I broke my phone, so we didn't talk for 3 months. I forgot about them. I don't understand this. If you're dating someone, how do you forget about them? You must be very young. Anyway, let's move on. I used to think that TV shows were live. Then when commercials came on, I was glad the actors caught a break. I used to get so confused about TV, like, I feel like I probably thought the same thing about it being live. Let me know down below if you also thought that when you were younger. When I was little, I thought my parents were siblings and I got worried that I had to marry my brother. I'm so glad that incest does not run in your family. The next one, I really want to know who this is from. If this was you, please tell me. This isn't a confession, this is just a stupid comment. Sarah Paulson wants to shove a whole bag of jelly beans up your... Next confession. I once accidentally stole a packet of chewing gum from Costa and ever since I've donated £30 to them because of my guilty conscience. £30 for a packet of chewing gum. I actually understand that. One time I was at Disney on Ice. I was at the O2 in London. During the interval we could get like slushies, but they only came in these like giant Olaf cups or like character cups, and they were like £15 or something, but my niece really wanted a drink, so I like took her down there. I had the money, I was about to give it to them, and then they suddenly like ran off because it was about to start again. I was already holding the cup when they ran off with the table and all the rest of the drinks, and I was like, I have the cup in my hand, here's the money, take the money. And the woman just goes, sorry, I can't, and then ran off. So I was holding this cup and the money, but I have a really like guilty conscience about it because every time I now go back to the O2 I always feel bad, like I should be giving them money. Understand that, but for chewing gum? For chewing gum? Next ones. I fancy Jade Thirlwall. Same. Stole £200 from my parents. 200? But I don't think I've ever like stolen money directly from anyone. Maybe from my sister. The next one just is spanking is hot and I'm honestly quite concerned. If that's what you're into, if that's what your partner's into, go for it. Not for me, hun. This one says, I'm a secret directioner. I used to be an insane One Direction fan. Never went to any concerts because for some reason when I was younger I used to think they weren't a thing and they were just like things that happened on TV or only in America. Don't know why only America, but that's just Disney Channel, okay? When a boy asked to see stuff, they got it. I need some more context as to what stuff is. Or do I? Maybe don't. We'll leave that one outside the booth, please.
No. Well.
Madeleine Petch made me realise I'm bi. We love. Oh my god, wait. Madeleine's on my mug. It was like £3, bargain. I made it myself. Really want to get one for my Legacies reactions too, so I need that picture of Kaylee Bryant with the yellow mug. Someone must know what I'm talking about. If you have the meme of Kaylee Bryant sipping on her mug, I need it. Oh my god. Kaylee Bryan, because I want to have a threesome with Lulu and Kaylee Bryan. Next question. Oh my god. When I was younger, I took photos of my ... I think we can all guess what ... means. On a Hello Kitty camera, and my mum caught me and shouted at me, but I don't know what I was doing. Now I'm mortified. That? I've noticed, maybe from personal experience, maybe not, that things we did when we were younger, now that we look back at them when we're older, we realise we did some weird things that were maybe unintentionally very sexual. This one says, my nudes went around the school once and no one knew they were mine. I remember people showing me stuff at school. They were like, oh my god, guess who this is? If anyone ever sent me any of that stuff though, I would never share it. If I was in person, then maybe I would discuss in that moment who I thought it may be. This one's just so innocent and I honestly relate. The cabinet above my sink has a mirror on it, and at night I can't wash my hands at night without opening the cabinet because the mirror scares me. Things are always like reflecting on the glass, so every time I'm in the kitchen I think someone's trying to break into my house, but it's not. It's literally just like my neighbour walking past their window and it sets off one of the lights in one of the neighbours' gardens. Oh, these ones get spicy. There's a freshman 15-year-old girl at my school who has a 22-year-old sugar daddy, and I'm the only person who knows. Now a bunch more people who watch this video know. I stole at least £100 from my nana's bingo money tin. That is a sin. I'm sorry, but your nana's bingo money, that is so mean. That's the most innocent thing to have in the first place, a bingo money tin. Then you stole from her? From your nana? Going to hell. I want you out of my booth. Oh my god. I have cheated on all 3 of my boyfriends each time. Yes, I know I'm a bad person. Oh my god. Were they with each other? Did you have all the boyfriends at the same time? Or were you with one, cheated on the next person that was gonna be your boyfriend, dated them, then cheated on that one with the next boyfriend, and then that boyfriend cheated on the one with the first boyfriend? That is not the correct way to do a love triangle, hun. This one's long, I'm excited. Okay, so I've had a lot of psycho friends over the past few years. The first one I met in college, and she was my friend for a whole year. She told me that she had a twin brother who got shot in the head in a mental hospital when they were both 5, 6-ish, and she told me the doctor shot him and they had to go to court, etc, etc. But I looked it up on everything and couldn't find anything about it. When I did find out the actual hospital she mentioned, it closed in 1980 something. But she also told me she had a disease where she had to drink human blood in containers that were sent to her house in order for her to stay alive.
I am a vampire. Creature of the night.
And she also told me she had cancer and bipolar, and then we fell out because I exposed she was cheating on her boyfriend. I found out all those things she said were made up, and she never had a twin brother, etc. And she got kicked out of college as far as I know. I think she did end up marrying the guy she cheated on her boyfriend with though. Lol. That is a story and a half. Like, I don't understand. If you're gonna lie about something, make it believable. I mean, I'm not endorsing like any of this. No cheating, no lying, no drinking of blood. Did you ever see her drink any of the blood? That would be the interesting part, because then we'd have an issue. One time I had a really hot science teacher, and I decided to add her on Facebook as soon as I left year 11, and she blocked me. I'm sorry that you didn't get to live out your hot science teacher fantasy, but it was right of her to do that, because what were you expecting? So when I broke up with my first girlfriend, I was in a club and I was told she cheated on me by my best friend who saw her on Tinder. And so I decided to go on a bit of a rampage and ended up with my guy best friends to this day. Not a proud gay moment. Be open to liking whoever, but you shouldn't have gone on a rebound moment. We shouldn't be doing that, because it causes a lot of problems, and then a lot of people lie, and then a lot of people get in trouble and get in situations they don't want to be in. Not speaking from personal experience. This one just says, hey Sarah, it's Vincent. Shout out, LMAO. Hi Vincent. You're really talented, by the way. This one says, I have ASPD, which I think is antisocial personality disorder, and it ruins my life. I'm really sorry. It screws the image of right and wrong in my head, and where I've learned to control my manipulation and lying, I can't control what I view as right and wrong. I act too quickly and to make a judgment of whether or not it's the right thing to do. I say stuff thinking it means nothing, but it ends up hurting people. It controls me and it's ruining everything. Right, honey bun, whoever it is, please DM me. I want to talk. You're struggling and I want to help. Not that I can do much. I'm not a doctor, but I would like to talk to you, please. Okay, this went from 0 to 100. The next one says, I'm into girls who are wearing sumo suits. Person who sent me that, I accept money through PayPal. Oh god, this next one. Right. I should really take this off. This is really restricting me. I can't breathe. So after a long day, I was chilling in my room. My family were downstairs. This is probably my only chance to masturbate. I loaded up some porn, but the volume wasn't working. I was so confused and I was pressing the volume up button. Then I realised my phone was connected to the living room Bluetooth speakers where my family was. Like, this happened multiple times. People like connecting wrong things to the TV downstairs. I'm so sorry that happened. A while ago, before the quarantine, my sister was home for a few weeks. She moved to live with her husband in London. So she was having a bath and I was just waiting for her to get out. Oh god, where is this going? After a while, she finally got out. As soon as I stepped foot in the bathroom, it stank of weed. I was like, yo, sister's name, it stinks of weed. And she was like, yeah, I smoke it. And I was like, okay, chill. So your confession is that you found someone else smoking? I would have just joined in. I'll tell you a story when I ran away from home when I was 14 because Taylor Swift was in my country and I knew that was my chance to meet her, so I did. I waited for 7 hours at the hotel. She came to say hello, we talked. She said she loves me and she autographed my Fearless album. I met her mum too. When I came back home, everybody was looking for me. I was grounded for years. Was it worth it? Because Taylor Swift, wow, amazing. Like, to be that dedicated to run away from home. My biggest turn off, or whatever you'd call it, is weird nipples, like ones that aren't perky, like they go inside and we don't talk about that, please. Okay, you're welcome. Also, I'm your biggest fan. Say it back. I'm your biggest fan. Love you, baby. My last one. Hi, you'll never guess who this is from, but here it goes. My confession. When I was 13, I had my first love. I was the body that compared to my baby and nobody came between us. I have a feeling Justin Bieber got a hold of my anonymous link. Anyway, that's it. That was my final confession. I hope everyone is having a holy day. Please leave some confessions down below or in my link so I can make a part 2 because this was actually kind of fun. My name is Sarah and this has been Planet Sarah. You may now exit my booth. Goodbye!